When you're a YouTuber, I feel like it's only a matter of time before you make a massive mistake that sends your career downhill. It's about time I made a massive mistake that sent my career downhill. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're doing a ratings prediction video, which will literally turn my comments from nice, positive showing of support to basically the Hunger Games. You can't win with these videos. No one can win. Not a single person can win because either you get pissed off or you get people getting angry at you. Your opinion's either irrelevant or it makes sense to some people, and not every person is happy. So I thought, why not this video and literally turn my career into tatters. Now remember, please remember this disclaimer. Please just bear this in mind, that everything in this video is a prediction and an opinion. Alright? Not everyone's opinion is correct. Sometimes opinions are wrong. Most times opinions are wrong. In fact, I think all opinions are wrong. But it's still an opinion, which means it doesn't reflect what's actually going to happen on FIFA 19, and it doesn't reflect what you think either. So if you disagree with me, don't give me a load of shit in the comments. Just give me a bit of shit, and then give someone else shit in the comments that gives you shit. And then just have a massive war. Just have a fight. Literally just beat each other up. I've gone ahead and made a prediction of every single position in the Premier League for the highest rated player in each position with a 4-3-3 basically formation to, you know, just whatever I'm doing this video for. I don't even know anymore. Now, starting off in goal, we've got, of course, David De Gea, who apparently was tying with Courtois up until when Courtois left Chelsea, and then Courtois is the worst goalkeeper ever. I don't know what happened with Chelsea fans and Courtois that made them so angry with Courtois, but up until like this summer, Chelsea fans across the globe used to rate Courtois on the same level as De Gea, if not better. I promise you, to search Twitter for it, you'll find someone that thinks that. And all of a sudden now, Courtois is the worst goalie to ever live, and he's a snake, and he was never as good as De Gea, so whatever. But I've given De Gea a 92 rated. Now, I'm giving him that because Neuer got a 92 rated card, and I believe Neuer and De Gea to be on the same level. There's no way they're not. I'm sorry, but De Gea is one of the best goalies in the world, and that's not even being biased. He just is, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. So him and Neuer are on the same level. Another little bit of, I guess, me backing myself up here is that Neuer did not get in the team of the year or even the Bundesliga team of the season. He had no special cards all year, which is what EA looked for specifically, and De Gea got informs, a team of the year, a team of the season. Bro, De Gea literally held Man United on his back all season. Alright? He deserves a 92 rated card. At right back, I've gone ahead and given Kyle Walker an 85 rated card. I think that based off not only his performance for Man City this season, but also in the World Cup, I think he deserves an 85 rated upgrade. He's just a great player. I really rate Kyle Walker, especially after the World Cup. I've had such a liking towards him. I think he's so much better. Like, in my opinion, after the World Cup, he just became a much better player in my eyes. I just think he played great. He's so quick and he's just fantastic. Now, I've given him a right back card. He plays centre back a lot, but I think he still is going to be a predominant right back for Man City. So I've given him a right back card. 85 rated. The stats are pretty fair. I've pretty much like, I didn't want to make it too in depth because I know that people are just going to attack every opinion I have. So I went and I looked at FIFA 18 ratings and I just tweaked them a little bit based on if I think they're going to get an upgrade or a downgrade. And Kyle Walker, I've given an upgrade. At centre back, I've given SOKRATIS an 86 rated card. Now, I'm not a typical FIFA YouTuber that doesn't know anything about football just because I don't watch the Bundesliga as often as possibly I should, or maybe you do, but I've given him an 86 rated card because, hell, he had an 86 rated last year. I don't know anything about SOKRATIS, so apparently he played well for Arsenal last weekend. 86 rated card, and he is one of the highest rated centre-backs in the league because he got 86 rated. That's just how it is. Contrary to popular belief, I've given AZPILICUETA an 87 rated card, and no, Harry Maguire does not have a 90 rated centre-back card. Keep that out of my comments, all right? 87 rated card, I think that's kind of fair. He seems to have had a good season for Chelsea. Again, I do want to quickly make this clear. I don't watch a lot of, like, I will have Sky Sports News or Premier League games on, like, my TV or on one of my monitors all the time. I don't pay that much attention to it because either I'm making videos or I'm just playing Fortnite or Rainbow Six Siege. However, I've given him an 87 rated upgrade because he did get a team of the season. He's had a couple of informs and he just seems to have had a decent season. I asked a couple of my friends and he said that they said he had a decent season as well. So there you go. I mean, likewise with Marcus Alonso, I did want to sit there and give Ashley Young an 83 rated card because I just like Ashley Young. For some reason, no one else does. Maybe that's just because I like having a conflicting opinion to everyone else. Anyway, I did want to give Ashley Young an 83 rated card and give him the highest rating in the Premier League, but I've given Marcus Alonso an 84 because I still think he's a great player. I really rate Marcus Alonso highly. I think that the role he plays at Chelsea is fantastic, and I think that he'll be a great role in the 1920 season, 18-19 season, whichever one this one is. I always get those mixed up. CDM, we've got Kante. You just have to give Kante an upgrade every year. I mean, he did win the World Cup with France, and he did play pretty well in the World Cup as well. So I've given him an upgrade to 89 rated. I think that EA will give players big upgrades based on their performance in the World Cup. That's just how EA will do it. And my predictions aren't predictions of what I think they will be based on how they play, but are prediction on what I think they'll be based on what EA and how EA think and do upgrades. I usually try and base my predictions off of the way EA make their ratings. So I try and predict what they're going to get as opposed to what they deserve kind of thing. So we've got Kante here at 89 rated. He's still a solid card. He'll be fantastic in FIFA 19. As always, he's always a great player. So I'm looking forward to using him. Kevin De Bruyne, 92 rated. Literally nothing else needs to be said. If you don't agree with this opinion, then get marching, all right? Just get out of here straight away. He's just absolutely phenomenal. And I hope that the injury that he's just received, he's out for like 3 months. I'm hoping that doesn't affect his rating in FIFA 19 because sometimes it does. I'm hoping it doesn't, but 92 rated I think is fair. The third centre mid in my 4-3-3 is Paul Pogba. I've given him an 89 rated upgrade as well from, I think, 88 rated he got this year in January. I've given him this 89 upgrade because I think that Pogba just literally played so well in the World Cup. They won the World Cup and Pogba had such a big part in that. So I've given Pogba a huge upgrade. I think that he definitely deserves it, and not only just as a Man United fan, just as a player, like as a football fan in general, I rate Pogba so highly. He's still so young. He's still learning about the game. He's still improving, and he's a great player in general. He played it fantastically in the World Cup and definitely deserves its rating for FIFA 19. Right wing now, we've got Mohamed Salah. I think 88 is fair. He's been world class this season for Liverpool, and I just think that he's played phenomenally both in the Champions League and in the Premier League. He's played absolutely phenomenally for Liverpool. So I have to give him this 88 rated card. I think that he's played really, really well and deserves it. Now, I've heard rumours that apparently he's going to get an 89 rated card. I think that's a bit high. Now, I know I'm a little bit biased, but I do think 89 is a bit high. I think 88 is really fair, and I think these are fair stats for him. And I'm excited to see him in FIFA 19. I think he'll be a great card in FIFA 19 to use and just play with, so I'm very excited for that. So that's my rating prediction for Mohamed Salah. Left wing, I've gone with Eden Hazard. I think that he'll just stay at 91. Honestly, I can't see him getting upgraded. Can't see him getting downgraded. I think 91's pretty fair. And I know that a lot of people have been putting him on a high pedestal recently. Apparently, he's getting transferred to Real Madrid. Apparently, he's not. Who knows what's going on with him at the minute? However, I think that he's still a fantastic player. I didn't see enough from him in the Premier League this season for him to warrant getting a 92 rated card. I think that is unbelievably high. However, I did see that he didn't deserve to get downgraded, so I thought that staying at 91 is fair. Maybe tweaking a few stats here or there. I think that's pretty fair. Now, at striker, this is very controversial. It's Harry Kane as a 90 rated card. I think that he'll get a higher rated card than Aguero, especially for his performance in the World Cup and also for Spurs and also just in general. I think he's a great player. I know it's a little bit biased because I'm English. However, I think that he's fantastic. I think he does deserve finally a very high rated FIFA card. I know 88 is high, or 87, sorry, is high. I think he's 87 this year. But I think 90 is genuinely deserved. I honestly think that he deserves such a high rated card. I think he should be higher than Aguero. I think he should be higher than Lukaku, than Aubameyang. All of those guys. I think he's definitely a better player, and we'll see. We will see. I went ahead and made a bench of 6 players. Now, these are players that narrowly missed out based on rating. There is a bunch of players that are roughly the same rating. I went with these 6 because of the most comment-stirring, you know, kind of players. They are the most close to the rating, I guess. I don't know. Just don't hate me in the comments. Hate other people, each other. Just fight, you know. Get those engagements up. All right, let's get this video into recommended. Anyway, so I've got Alexis Sanchez, giving him a downgrade. As a Man United fan, don't think he deserves 89 rated. Really don't. I think that he's a decent player still, but hasn't really shown much. Eriksen, I've given an upgrade. Fantastic last season. Great player for Spurs. Had an all right World Cup. You know, I think he probably could have done a little bit better in the World Cup. So I've given an 89 rated card. Ozil 86. Don't see how he doesn't deserve a downgrade of 2. Honestly, I think that he's just not really been all there this season at all. We've got Hugo Lloris, obviously World Cup winning, played well for Tottenham this season as well. Oh, sorry, last season. And I think I'm going to keep him at 88 really. Maybe he deserves a +1. I'm not entirely sure. But he had a good World Cup, or at least France had a good World Cup, so that definitely does count for something in EA's book. David Silva, I think I've kept him the same. I think he was at 89 before. He played well for City last season. He really did. But I think he gets shadowed a little bit by Kevin De Bruyne, like unintentionally just shadowed a little bit. So 89 it is. And 88 for Aubameyang. That is it for my ratings prediction. Let me know yours for the players that I've mentioned. If you want to see different teams and stuff like that, let me know down below as well. I'll happily bring you guys those videos. I had a lot of fun making this video, and hopefully you guys have a lot of fun watching it and discussing what you think. Don't be too toxic in the comments. I will reply and interact with all you guys in the comments that have genuine feedback and genuine, not just toxicity in the comments, because it's just a little bit A's, and I will just be blocking people from ever commenting on my videos again that are really toxic in the comments. So that's just how it is. I like to have a conversation with you guys. So let me know what you think down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.